on this podcast is we just give it to Kofi all day long, raw sometimes. And that's the way we do it here in the GMGT podcast, episode 4. Okay, we are here. We are once again waiting for Cole Kofi Walters to join us here because he's our esteemed third guest here. But we are joined. I'm Prentice. This is Dan. We are joined by from the great Fox Valley area, the great Garu, and then from Stevens Point, the youngest competitor in GMGT history, Mr. Vince. So we have some questions that we have for you here. Some of them came from Commissioner Strand. But the first one, though, is we get to know each other here. Before we get going here, because I know we have a rookie here, and we have, Gary, he's technically a veteran. He's been here 2 years, but this is his third year. Gary, why don't you tell the world about yourself?
Oh, gosh, yeah. So my name's Gary. I go by Garu sometimes. Depends how many cocktails I have in myself. So I went to school with the Hall of Famer Jordan Strand back in Milwaukee, and then I moved out to Arizona. And coincidentally, after like a 3-week stint of the Hall of Famer being in Hollywood, he moved back to Phoenix, I believe. I think it was 3 weeks with his brother Dustin, and then I just started making trips up there. So that's how I got to know Dustin. We spent a good time in the beautiful city of Tombstone, Arizona, having a lot of beverages on one Halloween night, and once threw a pigskin up and down Tough Nut Street in Tombstone, Arizona. So upon my arrival back into Wisconsin, Dustin made sure that I started joining the tradition that is the mini golf tournament up in Minocqua. So first year I was able to attend. Second year I had my son, my first son, in June. The next year I was able to attend after that. And the next year I had another kid. And then following the year after that, last year, I made a scheduling error and had the wrong weekend that I was able to make it up to Minocqua. And then and now this year is this year. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be on the podcast as well. You guys need better music, though.
Well, we are always ready and open for your suggestions on copyright-free music, Mr. Gary. If you want to come in and just beatbox, you can do that.
No, there's I work in marketing. There's plenty of websites with copyright-free music that you can use.
He's right. I just bought a subscription today for my summer job. $15 a month for the next 4 months. I'm set.
Well, there you go. You can help out with music for our intro and outro. Even though Dan is doing the best that he can right here, fucking bullshit.
I told him about copyright-free music before episode 1.
He did. To be honest, he did. Vince, rookie, tell the world about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm 18, from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Played 3 years of JV golf. JV golf, really getting in there. I'm the head graphic designer for the tour. That's about it. I'm a rookie. I don't know what to expect.
What are you doing this summer?
What?
What are you doing this summer?
So I'm working for the local racetrack doing creative media. So doing a lot of video, graphics, whatever they need. It's a pretty sweet gig. It's about it.
Okay. First question here for Mr. Gary. Gary's been on tour twice. 2017, solid finish, finished 8th place. But we're going to go back to 2015. 2015, I have to ask you, what happened with the infamous wagon hole?
Yeah, it was pretty good. So I mean, definitely coming off of a quite hungover Saturday, and I was actually still in it. And then won the course at Holiday, the Crystal Blue Waters. Love that course. Shot even there. and then I found myself in the last group. Knew I had an advantage over Dustin. Although teammates, we all know that he really falls apart late in the game. Yeah, he's quite the choker. You know, and I think it was Nick Pitson was also found himself late there, and then somebody else was late in there. I mean, I think it was the infamous, like, when Schultz was injured here or something like that. So I had an advantage at that point, and Joel was had a rough go of it the first three courses as well. So yeah, I found myself 2 strokes up going into 16. Not that I remember this or anything like that, and then took 2 strokes up the wagon. Sedler's Mill screwed me over. I just didn't hit it hard enough. Twice. And then I made a comeback and tied it up. And then, you know, 18, me and Pitson came in tied, and my ball just never made it through the water. Never made it through the grate there. It was rough times. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that haunts me.
The last 3 holes at Sutler's Mill, the 3 easiest holes on the course, maybe. 17 can be a little bit tough, but the wall's high enough that you can really go at it. But I'm surprised about the wagon hole, because that is a pretty easy hole.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely an easy hole. I probably was trying to finesse it a little bit too much. For some reason, I had a fear of, like, kicking it over the top. I think whoever I was playing with, like, kicked it up and over the top. Now, I'm not sure if this is a question that was derived from Commissioner Strand or not, but he also was playing that. What's that?
It was.
Okay, good, because he was also there with me and also didn't make it up the hill on the wagon hole that time. Now, I did it twice, mind you, but yeah, no, it's definitely one of the easier holes. I mean, in the pouring rain in 2017 when I last played that hole, it was like, okay, this wasn't that difficult, but rookie on the tour, 2-stroke lead going into the last 3 holes. Maybe the nerves got a little bit the best of me, apparently.
It happens to all of us. But it's crazy how, you try and finesse it and you just got to hit it. I mean, I was up at 19th hole with Vince and the infamous log hole. Somehow it took me 3 tries to get through the left one. And none of them went out of bounds. They all stopped short. I'm like, just by the grace of God somehow. I'm like, if I could do this on GMGT Saturday and not have him go OB, I'm like, that'd be amazing.
You want to hit first on that hole.
Yes, you do.
When there's it's bad news bears.
You need to just get it through there, because if you go after that, you got to get some KY jelly and try and slam it through 3 different balls.
Nope. Yeah, that's definitely that hole will mess up an individual round and everything like that. Obviously, with Ryder Cup, we play it with match play and everything like that. So, potentially you just lose 1 hole, but that'll mess up an individual round for sure.
There's a couple holes like that as well too. Even Island Golf, the last hole at Island, the 18th. I mean, there's always people that don't make it up, or they hit it too hard and they hit a rock and it bounces back down, or they get knocked back down by someone else. So I mean, Rock Falls has 1 or 2 where it's possible, but it's not to the extreme as the log hole or the last one at 18.
I will say I was up there a week ago, or this past Monday maybe, and Island Golf is in terrible shape. I don't think it's going to be ready for the GMGT. I really don't.
Settlers Twice, your favorite course.
If it's Settlers Twice, I'm not playing. That's a terrible course.
That's bold.
People like it.
It's not that bad.
No, it really wasn't.
Play Holiday Twice.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
I like that. I'd rather play Holiday Twice.
Both of you.
You probably don't have to pay for it either time.
Okay. So Gary, if we're going to come down to ranking courses here eventually, but since we're on you, we'll stick with you. You versus anyone, 1-on-1 at hole 19. Who would you pick?
Joel Hines.
Hines.
I watched him lose to a rookie the last time I was there on that course.
Who beat him?
My buddy Nick, that he only played once and never played mini golf. or he's played mini golf, but like just showed up and kind of was like, okay, yeah, I can see how this is fun. But yeah, ended up beating him. So I mean, I think Joel's pretty upset, but yeah, it doesn't. I have yet to lose in a one-on-one. I think I've only lost once in terms of Ryder Cup play. So pretty good in terms of one-on-one. I feel like there's an advantage to me, playing against other folks. I mean, I would love to. I mean, first year I beat Jeff Bacon, so I mean, former champion, but like I don't know, that felt like the minor leagues. That whenever those guys were winning those championships before it got to Minocqua. And then the second year I beat Zach Krause. I mean, Zach's great. Glad he's on the Channel 9 team. Definitely the most intimidating player on tour. So, yeah. So, I mean, that was a tough matchup for sure. What's that?
He's a cuddly teddy bear.
Yeah, until you have to golf against him.
So, what happened to Nick? Why hasn't Nick returned? And is he coming back at all?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, 17 was like the one hit wonder. He didn't place well. It was the year of the infamous pool shot, putt in on the extra holes and everything like that. I mean, I'm not sure if the downpours of mini golfing, really got to him, and like that wasn't super enjoyable. A ride after that, all the way back to Milwaukee. I also think that living in Milwaukee, deters him a little bit, driving up 5 hours or whatever the drive is. But
Sure.
yeah.
And then Dusty wants to know, what about your friend Kyle? Commissioner.
The commissioner, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. We play in a fantasy baseball league with him. Obviously, up in the air right now, but yeah, I mean, Kyle would be a great time. I mean, would be an absolutely terrible golfer. So I mean, what's that?
He's probably better than Kofi.
Probably not better than Kofi. I mean, probably wouldn't be paying attention at all, and like, yeah, but but definitely like Saturday night in Minocqua would be a good time for sure.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. It would be. We might be driving someplace out of Minocqua to find a different type of establishment. If you catch my picture.
Yeah, but Cruising Chubby's has a COVID outbreak, man.
We'd be going north. We'd be going to the border. It's probably safe up in the Upper Peninsula.
I don't know. I got a few alerts today that Cruising Chubby's has a COVID outbreak.
Yeah. GG, guys. Good game. Vince, how about you? Who do you want to play one-on-one at hole 19?
Hole 9, probably Kofi.
Why?
What?
Why? Just
Why?
to beat him?
Yeah, just to beat him.
Just to beat him?
Oh, just to beat him.
That's respectable.
I want you, Commissioner Strand. I want you. I want to beat you.
He's still not.
Stop running from me.
He's still not responding to the
Face the
poster.
challenge. I challenge you, Commissioner Strand.
He's still going to be hiding. He'll probably just be like, oh, that's cute, yada, yada, yada. Wanted posters up for him. Call outs out for him. Nope. Nothing for him. I had a pick.
I have a question about the matchups and everything like that. I know that like we tend to pick names out of a hat and everything like that. I know it's probably ultimately the fairest thing to do, but why wouldn't we get to an area where we would probably have like a matchmaker, whether that's the commissioner himself or the president? I think that's Tom this year. That would be able to make the matchups. So having the news guys go head to head, having the dream matchup of Heinz versus Schultz go head to head. Having Strand go up against Dan there, even though it's probably be like a steamroll. I'm sure Strand will just smoke you, but
not the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean he's tough head to head though.
He wasn't the last 2 years.
Have you played him head to head?
Yeah.
Both times.
I think I beat him last year, maybe 2-up or something.
Was he eating ice cream the whole time?
No, he was golfing bad. He's not a good golfer.
Oh, got it.
He
Got
likes
it.
his ice cream.
No, Dusty's good. He's a good guy, and I think that he gets in his own head a little bit. I mean, I think all of us do, but when things start going bad for him, it seems like it really goes bad. He gets frustrated, which is easy to do on 19th hole because it's a tough course.
Tough course. 14 par 2s, 4 par 3s. It's tough. Really is. If I had to pick someone to go head-to-head, one-on-one with, I would go with. I know Chase wants me to say Pitson, so we can get a Pitson Prentice feud going on here. Joel will be fun, but if I want to get after somebody here and I want to get under their skin, I'm going to go with the Ryan Chase route. I'm going to say, give me Aaron Wallander. Let's get Wallander back here on tour. I know he's got family and stuff. We all have family. Get up here for a weekend. Prove to us that you're still capable of being a champion. That's all we're asking here. It's one weekend.
To be fair, we're all going golfing next weekend on a golf trip, so some of these guys have a hard time taking 2 long weekends out of 3.
Wait, that was his excuse? He can't make it up because he has family?
That's what a lot of he said that he can only take 1 weekend away, and he's choosing to do the guys' golf weekend next weekend instead with us.
Got it.
Exactly.
Must be a demanding schedule.
Totally is. It's tough. Vince, this record doesn't really apply to you, but do you have a favorite memory so far of your brief history of the tour, whether it's like the podcast or the practice rounds or just getting ready for it?
I think honestly the way I got into it, like it was, so one night, because I follow Andrew and Brad on Twitter, because I also did social media at my high school, so graphics, all that jazz. So I followed them just for news updates from other schools, just because I liked high school sports. And I see Andrew like in this thread, and I'm like, "There's a mini golf thing. What the hell is that?" So I think I jokingly said, "Can I be the scoreboard holder guy? Like how they have it like on that slinger on their shoulder in the PGA Tour."
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to build that.
So I think the commish like responded and said, "Well, you could do that, or you could be a part of it." And I went, "Well, shit! Like I can't turn that down. I mean, that'd be fucking awesome." So, I think I was kind of funny. I think it was so late at night. It was just one of the weirdest experiences I've had, especially, it was mid-March, so it was right when everything was kind of closed down. So it was kind of like that, having that thought in that time when everything was not happening. It was weird.
Hope.
Yeah, exactly. It was such a weird, like, you almost feel guilty. It was like Shawshank Redemption. You don't want to have that hope, kind of thing. So that was pretty fun. And I enjoyed Holiday Acres when we went up for our recons a week or so ago.
Well, there, I think I shot plus 1 year even.
Yeah, so I liked that place the first couple holes. I liked it. It was interesting because that family was there too. And I don't know, I was just like, it was like, all right, some people watching like that. That felt good to kind of get that done, but I don't think it'll ever be simulated. Like you'd mentioned at the 19th hole, how you have all those people sitting there on the 18th just watching you on that stupid hole.
Bear hole.
It's a bear hole.
Yeah.
Did you break a club at Holiday?
I did not. I showed restraint.
All right.
I am a new man this year. I'm a new man this year. No clubs broken. I did show him the infamous spot where it happened. I showed him where the chipmunk ran in front of my ball. I'm not sure if you were there for that year, Gary, but it's that downhill hole at Holiday. The hole's in the middle, and then there's that ridge up, and then it peels off to the right-hand side. So, like, it was probably 2014 or maybe it was 2015. Put my ball down the hill. Chipmunk.
That's also at Holiday.
Fuck you, chipmunk.
Took a picture of a chipmunk when I was there this past week.
And a chipmunk literally knocked my ball off the course. It cost me a penalty stroke. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So we get to the hole, and I think Vince was he was looking at something, Chipmunk runs across the hole. I'm like, there he is. I'm having like PTSD flashbacks. I'm like, he's right there. He's right there. He didn't see
Of course,
it.
it's like Boy Who Cried Wolf.
You had to take a penalty stroke for that?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were playing like USGA rules, you would not have to take a penalty stroke for that.
That's what I said.
Rules. Commissioner Strand's a dickhead when it comes to rules, apparently. So where was I at here?
My favorite is when you hit a ball down the tube and it comes bouncing out and just leaves the arena for a penalty shot. Like, what are you supposed to do about that? Like you put the ball in the right hole, it comes out, but instead of like rolling out, it just bounces and then it just goes off over the bricks. So like, yep, that's a penalty shot, and you got to hit from behind the rock.
That makes more sense because that's not a foreign intervention like a chipmunk, because that'd be like hitting a drive and you happen to hit like a rock that was like on the side of the cart path and it shot out of bounds. So it's just kind of bad luck at that point.
Yeah. Mr. Gary, what's your favorite moments? And then once you're done, tell us about how you also F5 Willis, because it seems like between Willis and Kofi, they're always the whipping boys.
Yeah, I mean, I think Willis kind of gives it to himself sometimes. I mean, I was there the one time. It was like I think it was the Friday night instead of the Saturday night. Or no, I think it's the Saturday night. But yeah, like that guy comes to play Saturday night for sure. But are you asking about favorite moments? Yeah. I mean, I did F5 him. So like he was just wasted drunk and he was like he wanted to fight me. So then I just threw him up on the shoulders and then gave him the twist and he was down. So I was gentle though. I threw it on the bed, so he was fine. So but this was finally the year after Strand had to choke him out. So he had a reputation already for sure.
Good old Willis. Won't be here this year. Speaking of being here finally, look who it is. If you can ever get video to work, he's connecting to audio right now. He's connected to audio. You can hear us. Kofi, turn your GD video on. Hey, Kofi.
All right. Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Damn
it. We can.
God damn it.
Whenever Kofi says, can you hear him, you say no. It's like Ghostbusters. So someone asks you if you're God, you say yes.
Kofi, I like how your bedroom looks like my bedroom when I was 12.
I mean, God damn.
The wall, you got like a poster or something.
Yeah, I got a Bucks wall here, baby. Let's go Bucks. I've got a Bucks flag back here. I've got some Badger stuff over here. I mean, dude, you got to deck up, bro.
Deck out, bro. Okay, Kofi, since you're late to the party here, we're going to play catch up with you. Hole 19. You pick anyone on tour, one-on-one, to go against. Who are you going against?
On hole 19? I can go against anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But would it be pick anyone from channel 12?
Anyone on tour. Doesn't matter.
God, wow. Tell you what, Tom. I was partnered against Tom last year, and I think that might have been the 19th or something. Dude, I was head to head with Tom for quite some time until about the 15th hole. Head to head, dude. If I'm on my A game, I think I'd give Tom a run for his money.
I cannot wait until Tommy hears this on the podcast.
How much did Tom win by?
I think he ended up beating me by 2 strokes or something like that.
It's match play. Strokes don't matter. How many holes?
Well, I don't do it. He beat me. I mean, I know we were head to head the whole way. If not Tom, give me Josh Paul. I mean, I think Josh and I can be a great match to watch.
Kofi, who has a lower score this year, you or Jags? Jags beat you by 1 shot last year.
Oh, me in a heartbeat, no doubt about that.
Jags has been working on his putting every night in his living room.
I find that very hard to believe. That guy's like bleeds basketballs.
I don't know. That stutter leads me to believe something else, though. That hesitation there.
Good point. It's a good point. Vince raised a good point here.
Just saying.
God.
Wait, why is that guy in that room every night?
What, me?
No, he said Josh is, practicing putts in that living room every night.
Oh, I think they said Paul was practicing putts in the living room every
Oh.
night.
Paul does.
Yeah.
I do. We got a lot. Channel 12 is practicing a lot.
And Channel 9, you may practice, but Kofi, when you go and practice on this rookie league course.
Oh, rookie league
No,
course.
you shut the fuck up right now. You're 15 minutes late. You shut the fuck up. One of your own teammates throws you under the bus and say, this is a minor league course, and it doesn't surprise me for him to shoot under par.
Who was the teammate that threw me under the bus?
I will not divulge any secrets.
All right, well, so be it. Why the hell do you have a putter?
It's a
Because
mini.
why not? Come on, man.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
look
god damn. Look at these losers.
You're going to be the loser taking last again this year, buddy.
That's an L.
I hope you got me a Father's Day
Hey,
because I'm going to be your father.
Hey, Jason, I will bet my testicles I don't finish last.
it's a bet. You heard it here first.
Huh.
If Kofi takes last, he loses his testicles.
That's how confident I am that I will not finish last.
How,
You should never.
Okay. How about you versus Jags?
Oh, I'll beat Jags. You kidding me?
Okay.
what's the bet, Kofi?
That's like putting me against a freaking cockroach or something like that.
So you're calling Jags a cockroach,
Did not say that specifically.
but you insinuated it.
I'll call him a cockroach. That dude, whoever we're talking about, cockroach.
I don't know you, but yeah, you're a cockroach. Kofi, what's your favorite memory of the tour so far?
You know, I mean, it's only been 1 year. I think one of my favorite memories was seeing Paul like hit your ball and getting a hole in one. My second favorite was probably getting to wear the GoPro and just act like a complete lunatic on the course on the last day. That was a blast, man. I enjoyed that every second of that. That was a fun time.
That's your trophy for being in the last group.
It's really
Hey, I enjoyed it. Dude, we had a fun time in the last group.
Kofi, they put a GoPro on your face?
No,
Heck
I'm
yeah,
just-
bro.
It was on your chest, wasn't it? It was like right here. It's like,
I had it on my chest for a little bit, then I put it around my head. I kind of put it everywhere, honestly, instead like the growing vicinity area. But
Is that when he was done?
what?
Nothing. You're nothing.
Kofi, what are you willing to bet Jags?
I don't bet much money anymore.
It's not about money.
I was saying it wouldn't be about money.
Something that'll really pain you to lose.
Well, I owe you guys
The coaching job. It's the coaching job. It's the
It's the
coaching job.
coaching job.
By the way,
Goddamn.
Kofi, you still owe me a steak dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I owe both of you a steak dinner still. When that happens, I don't know. God, what would I bet, Paul?
You think about it. We're going to come back here.
All right, sounds good.
Great Gary, rank the courses from least favorite to most favorite.
Okay, so least favorite, island golf, probably because the condition's so shitty. Even before, it was not good. Probably Rock Falls. I just have a bad memory of Rock Falls of being super hungover and like just trying to gut it out through Rock Falls the first year I played.
I'm over on a Saturday.
Dusty brought us up Friday night to get a practice run at Settlers, and then I played my cards a little too heavy the night before, and then didn't drink enough water prior to the tournament. So it was a good time. So like, I mean, Rock Falls. I mean,
It's hot.
given a warm day, yeah, you are out there for sure. So
Even when
that's
it's
why
like
my
chilly
second.
out, Rock Falls is just a different level of hot, it feels like.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. You go there and you're like, why the fuck is it so hot? There's no There's no reason for it to be so hot, but here we are.
It just is. Okay, continue,
Yeah.
Gary. Number 3.
Number 3, probably Settlers Mill, because those shitty cups. So
Oh, fuck those cups.
if you're just on the right or to the left, it'll blaze past it. So that's definitely not ideal. Probably 19th hole then, number 2, and then that leaves Holiday at number 1.
Solid.
Yeah, I mean, just love the smell of the horses, all the great stuff over in that area. So, but yeah, I mean, I actually don't mind 19th hole because like kind of contrasting to Island Golf, it's actually kept up really well. So I'm actually fine with that. It does have the log hole, but I'm shooting 50% in the log hole, which is okay.
Yeah, that's solid.
We got 5 animals out of 7
Nice. Good job.
the other day. Or is it 8?
There's 7.
Yeah, we got 5 out of 7. We got free ice cream.
The guy working there, he like grew up in Wausau. He was like this older gentleman, and he like lived on the street like 2 blocks from me. Like, yeah, I live in the southeast side. I'm like, shit, where, man? And we just talked to him for a good time. He's like, oh, you gotta find the animals too. Get a free ice cream. I'm like, yeah, we're here for business, so not pleasure.
Dude, what the frick? I didn't get a free ice cream when I did that last year. What the hell?
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
I mean, oh, maybe I think you need to file them right. I think I listed like 8 of them, but I only got four right. I was pretty pissed about it.
You guys were there for business. Cuffy was there for ice cream.
The reason why he took last place.
I was gonna say, no wonder.
I was there to putt fast, take chances, have fun.
Well, I came to
This is a
putt,
different story.
not become a geologist or what's an animal person? Biologist.
Yeah, biologist too. What's wrong with biology?
So
Don't give me-
what's your game plan this year, Kofi?
Putt fast, take chances.
Isn't it Einstein that said that doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is insanity? Isn't that Einstein? Someone smart that said that?
He probably did. I don't know. Thomas Edison took over 1,000 tries and invented the light bulb. Well, Lord and behold,
Yeah,
he
but-
finally did it.
Each one was different. That's the key there.
That's the key.
Okay.
You're not gonna live 1,000 years to win a championship. So I'll talk to you about like in terms like one thing I remember like middle of the way probably through Rock Falls was a little bit of game plan in terms of kind of making sure you're not going for the cup on the first shot most of the time I mean there are some holes that you can take your opportunity there to try and make it in, but like really just making sure you're setting yourself up for the second shot is the idea behind scoring well at most of these courses. But I mean if you want to take chances, have at it, but I think you got to take your shots where you can.
Good thing. Dan, what's your strategy this year?
My strategy is to start fast and then go fast in the middle and then finish strong.
Fair enough.
Wow, what a great strategy there. Bold strategy there, Cotton.
No, it's from The Office. It is the 5K episode
Oh,
where Jim asked Pam what her strategy is for the 5K, and she said she's going to start fast and then go fast in the middle and then finish strong.
well, I'm going to carbo load 15 minutes before, and then, see how that works out for me.
I can't believe you missed an Office
I
quote.
did. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It sounded like something Ricky Bobby would say, to be honest, for a while there. Okay, Kofi, what's your rank your courses 1 through 5?
Oh, I got to see if I can remember these courses now. It's been about a year.
Even Gary's like, what the fuck is this guy doing on tour?
he's on
Hey,
good.
I'm your weird no name lunatic idiot, like no business being there type of guy. But when he finishes like top 5, holy shit, where did this guy come from?
If you
Okay.
finish top 5, I will name my next child Kofi in honor of you.
Is that a deal?
That's the deal.
All right. We got to do. All right, you heard it here first, guys. Okay.
I think it's a safe bet.
No chance in hell. God damn.
Keep doubting. Keep doubting. That fuels the fire.
Here's the list of people that will finish in front of you. Dan, Vince, Gary, Prentice,
Vince who?
Sorry, baby.
Vince who?
Did
Joel.
you see our shot the other week?
Vince who? Joel? Who? The only guy I know out of this is Dan.
Okay, Kofi, you're on timeout right now. You've been muted right now for at least 5-10 seconds here, so you can calm down and get back to insanity. Are you ready to come back and rank your top 5 courses? Are you ready to be a good boy?
Is this pardon the interruption or the was around the horn that you just muted him?
Pretty much.
Bloop, bloop. 3 points for Kofi. He's still talking.
I know. Kofi, unmute yourself.
Off.
There you go. Okay, now rank your courses, damn it.
Okay, Holiday's where we start, right?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Holiday is the 4th course. It's
You want me to go?
Rock Falls, 19th hole, Holiday Acres, Settlers Mill.
Settlers Mills last. Like those cups, trash. Okay, like who puts metal cups on a mini golf course? That's the worst. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Holiday's fun. Holiday's fun. I'll rank that my top. The one we start is second. I don't know.
Okay.
Then the 3 and 4, you can just flip flop the other two. You know, honestly, for mini golf, I just go there. It's like, oh, a mini golf course. All right, let's go play.
That's the type of strategy right there. They'll get Kofi top 5. You heard it here first. Kofi, top 5 or bust. Or I'm naming my daughter Kofi.
All right.
But like I said here, you have to get through Vince, get through Gary, get through Dan, get through Zach, get through me, get through Joel, get through Dusty, get through Schultz, get through Tommy.
Jason, you talk yourself up like you're good.
I'm not going to respond to that stupid idiot question.
Well, you're being the stupid idiot here. It's like, oh, hey, you gotta get through this, gotta get through that. It's fucking mini golf.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
All right. I'm not gonna rip on you anymore. I'm gonna keep more comments to myself. So be it.
That's fine. So that's your courses right there. Vince, you only got to do 4 of them. What's rank your 4?
Yeah, so I did not do island golf, but from what I've heard, it does not sound very good. So my ranking least favorite to most favorite would be Rock Island would be the least favorite. Then going on to I had a list. I had to make a list. 19th hole. Had to make sure I was all there. 19th, that was weird. It was the first one I did that day, so I wasn't really a big fan. But the log hole was really. I was like, because I hear Jason talk about it, I'm like, oh, the log hole, whatever. And then you get there and you're like, okay, this is stupid. Whoever designed this, you'd be locked in a room and not allowed to. Yeah, not a fan of that one. Then Settlers and then Holiday. Holiday, same difference. But that's the list.
It's the list right there. Okay, so Kofi, this is your 2nd year on the tour. Vince is your 1st. Gary, this is your 3rd. Have any of you guys been on a winning Saturday celebration yet or no?
Yeah, I was both times I played. We won Saturdays.
Okay. This is another question from Commissioner Strand. Thoughts on celebration with champagne? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, you gotta celebrate the champagne. You gotta let Schultz pour the champagne into your mouth. It's glorious, man.
Good. Kofi, you thoughts on celebration of champagne? Overrated, or is that something you would do?
Oh, definitely something I would do. I mean, that's right up my alley.
Have you ever drank champagne before?
I have not.
Then how do you know it's up your alley?
It's just something I always wanted to try.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, intramural championships I won, we just went out that same night and drank a bunch of beer. I mean, it's just never was champagne though.
Where did you play intramural championships though?
What? Can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry, Vince.
Where did you play intramural championships?
Oh, UWSP.
Okay, fair.
How many divisions were there?
So there was 2 divisions. I stuck with indoor outdoor soccer. There would be 2 divisions. I was always in Division 1.
D1,
baby.
Vince, the youngest guy on tour.
Who's not of legal drinking age.
Hypothetically, if you were of legal drinking age.
I think that's cool.
Celebrations.
Oh yeah, spraying the champagne. As long as we don't get anyone mad at us or get kicked or banned out anywhere?
Well, usually you just do it in the hotel room because last year we did it. It was me, Dusty, Schultz, maybe Willis. We were just in our hotel room. You just got to be smart about it.
We're not doing the parking lot on 19th hole.
Because usually we buy them right after, so that way they're not blistering hot in the sun.
Well, that's interesting. We already have ours bought.
A little bit of bubbly. Okay. This is the last question from Commissioner Strand here. We're going to start with the biggest wrestling fan here, besides myself. We're going to go Kofi. If you could have one wrestler play in the GMGT, who would you pick?
Wow. So it has to be one, right? So it's between three. It would be Jericho, Hardy, or Orange Cassidy.
I would say Orange Cassidy, get a hold on him, he's like,
See, I think he'd be so chill. He'd be so chill to be with.
but Jericho, he went and he partied with Jericho.
Right. If your team wins and party with Jericho, like holy frig, that's an amazing party you're gonna have.
Yeah,
You have Hardy with his different personalities. Like you don't know what you're gonna do.
Yes.
So if I had to pick one, for Jericho would be my top pick. Wow, Hardy's a close second, man. I love his different personalities he throws in there. I think I would fit in with Hardy. I'd be fit in with the Hardy compound in a heartbeat.
The different personalities of Kofi Walters. I like it.
Now that you don't watch WWE, Kofi, you're going to change your name?
Yeah, I got to change my name, don't I?
You do. You think of that?
Does the wrestler have to be alive?
No, it can be
Maybe.
anyone.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
I mean, can they be on your team?
Sure, right there.
I mean, if they're going to be on your team, you got to pick Mr. Perfect because it's going to be a hole-in-one every shot. Right?
Kofi, you're way too young for this year, but if you go on YouTube, there's a commercial of Mr. Perfect doing all these sports perfectly. Like every basketball shot is a swish. Every ball he throws down the bowling alley is a perfect strike. The best one though is the football one, where he like starts at like the 10-yard line, he drops back, throws up like a Aaron Rodgers like Hail Mary, goes down there in perfect stride, catches himself. Like that's perfect.
That's awesome. I'll have to look that up then later tonight.
Mr. Perfect. Vince, you. I don't even know if you watch wrestling.
Not really, but I think it's hard to ignore the characters. They're such pop culture icons. Like you just can't ignore them. But probably The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson for sure. What a guy. More because of his status after he retired as a wrestler.
Sure.
I mean, because I don't watch it, so that the only way I have consumed that stuff is by seeing what he's accomplished after his career, and then seeing where he's come from. Like I think he's got a good story too, so like, be cool to have him here.
Gotcha. What about yourself, Dan?
Oh, I'm probably a toss-up between Austin
What?
and maybe like Hollywood Hogan, because you have the whole NWO thing, right? Where you're ripping shirts off guys and spray painting on the course. It'd be pretty fun.
There have been years where me and Chase have talked about, how we're going to make our team entrance this year. And it always turns into something like we're going to get a pontoon or a speedboat and get our team on there, and we just park at the Whale late. We show up like this is Green Bay versus Fondy. Fondy would get on the speedboat, and Green Bay be waiting for us at the Whale, and we just come blaring like the NWO theme song. We just come cruising on in. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Get rocks thrown at you.
If I had to pick right now, I mean, yeah, there's some good AEW guys out there. Oh, shit. MJF would be fun, I think. But I'm going to go old school, I think. And I'm going to go wild card here. I'm going to go Ultimate Warrior. Because whatever he does, I mean, that guy will putt fast, take chances, and he'll just clothesline people left and right.
Yeah.
Word it up. And, God bless him because he's dead. Rip in peace. He'll just clothesline people, body press people. He'll fucking body press Zach Cross, the most fierce competitor on the GMZT. He will body press him into the falls at Rock Falls. He will. Without doubt.
You know what I miss? I miss wrestlers wearing the bands around their muscles that were like tassels. Like Ultimate Warrior had that. Like the Rockers had like stuff like hanging off of them. I miss that. Neon green and yellow.
Let's see. Dan, you got any questions for them?
Not really. Vincent, I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah, Vince did solid in his practice rounds. He did solid. He did well.
I'm living in Point. I work at Century, although
Okay.
I'm not in the office there. So if you want to come up and practice, I think we're going to go up the week before the tournament during the week. I don't know what the schedules are, but we try to go up there like at 5 or 6 or something. Kofi, don't have much to say to you. Gary, look forward to meeting you. You haven't been in the last 2 years, so I haven't gotten to meet you, but I hear you're a cool guy. So
for the most part, yeah, he's okay. I got nothing else here really. So we are here. It is June 20th. We are officially 3 weeks away from GMT XIV because Strand will be pissed if I call him GMGT 14. So it's like, you got to use Roman numerals and everything. Goddamn. Fucking Strand. So 3 weeks away. So next week we'll probably have the captains on, do a little smack talk. And the week of the 4th, we'll try and do an earlier podcast. We'll have it launch on Friday.
We should have just a betting podcast. We just talk odds.
But
odds of Kofi winning 1 in 500.
1 in 10,000, because you always take 10,000 to 1 odds.
Dude, give me that bet.
And that right there is Dallas. And then the week leading up to it, or the week of the 4th, well, that's probably going to be the week where we draw the team. So we can probably do maybe two podcasts that week. We can have the podcast where we pick the teams. And then we can have, because there's nothing going on and we need something to bet on, we'll bet on GMGT. The matchups, we're going to give over-under, stuff like that. And then coming live, hopefully, depending on internet capability up there, either from Monaco Brewery or the Thirsty Whale. Hey, Monaco Brewery, by the way, I've emailed you twice. I'm drinking your beer. I'm going to tag you on YouTube and Twitter. How about you sponsor us? That'd be great. Because, who wants to turn down 20 thirsty actually 19 because we got Vince here. 21 to who's
I can still patron their business. I can still order food and get non-alcoholic beverages.
Let's turn down 20 hungry people. Come sponsor us.
I'm not the oldest, am I?
How old are you?
41.
41.
I am past my prime, guys. I don't know.
Going down.
The oldest competitor in tour history is Wally's dad, right?
Yeah, Papa Wallander that 1 year.
How old was he?
He's got to be.
He's probably at the time.
Yeah, he's got to be pushing 60, if not 60 right now. This was probably 3-4 years ago. I think that was the infamous year where I left Green Bay because they said, no, Green Bay's going to go fishing. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
His parents' house? What? No, we're going drinking.
Don't live at Lake Arrowhead?
No, Lake Arrowhead, isn't that down south?
That's by Rapids.
Yeah.
This must be a different.
Oh, Rapids.
Yeah, because there's one up there. It's like, and they all left there. And who did they leave me with?
Fuck you, Vince.
They left me with bacon to fend for myself. I'm like, no, I'm going with Team Fondy. I'm going drinking. So that's where we're at right there. Kofi, thanks for showing up. Next time, be on time.
Yeah.
Again. Send you the penalty box. The penalty box of doom. Now I know what's in there, but you don't want to find it. So we're looking at that, and hopefully we can do a live podcast either from the Whale or the brewery on that Friday night leading up and describing some of the activities.
Live from Torpy Park.
That's actually our backup option is going from Torpy.
They have built a lot of things. They have gazebos and stuff in case they usually have live bands or something, but with COVID, I don't really know. But yeah, We could do it at the gazebo. Put some lights up, and
It'd be nice if we could have Wi-Fi there, somewhere with Wi-Fi in Minocqua that we could broadcast this to.
no, we could tether off our phones.
Yeah, we could do that. But other than that, Dan, you got anything else?
Nope.
Nope. We're out of time then. So thank you guys. Gary, thank you for joining us. Vince, thank you. Kofi, thank you as well. Good night. Good luck.